What's up, Scorpio? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting August 4th, 2025. Scorpio, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to the channel. You know, I appreciate you. Deck I am using will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals. It's going to cleanse and shuffle the energies from doing Libra's messages. And we're about to see what is coming up here for Scorpio. What is the energy surrounding Scorpio? What does Scorpio have to look forward to when it comes to energy? This is all potential energy, of course. Energies for Scorpio. All right, let's cut the deck and begin your messages, Scorpio. And we're going to start off with the first card for you is Three of Pentacles. Okay, Three of Pentacles. Some sort of recognition coming towards you. Then we have the major arcana, the Magician, that follows the Three of Pentacles. Following the Magician, we have the Five of Swords, conflicting energies. Two of Swords follows the Five of Swords. Have to make a choice or decision. Two of Wands, you're waiting for something or someone. Queen of Cups, a lot of love, and it always implies relationships. It's a good card, female energy. Four of Pentacles, okay, something that needs to be released that you're holding on secure to. Could be a small pay raise. Four of Swords follows that. Rest, relaxation, rejuvenation. Scorpio, detaching your energies, maybe taking a day off from work, planning future trips if we don't get any movement cards following that Four of Swords. On top of the Two of Wands, we have the Death card, major arcana, okay? Something is ending. Something new is about to begin. Queen of Cups. On top of her is the major arcana, the Hermit. Just neutral energy. Maybe wanting to, again, along with the Four of Swords, take a moment alone and be by yourself for whatever. Next up is the major arcana, the World card. Wow. Okay. Three major arcanas in a row. And the final card here for you, Scorpio, we'll pull all this energy here together for you, is the Messengers. Now, I know the last time that I used this deck, I screwed this Messenger up. I'm not really sure. The Messenger would be, okay, so the Messenger would be a major arcana, but it's the Hierophant. I'm going to have to say it's the Hierophant because it's the number Roman numeral 5, okay? It's the Hierophant. All right, so let's pull this energy here together. Three of Pentacles here. We're going to start off with, this is some sort of recognition that may be coming to you, Scorpio, from your employer, maybe finishing or completing some sort of work assignment or some sort of task. If it's outside of the employment, it could be something that you completed on your own, whether or not you were in collaborations with others. It doesn't make a difference. The energies are going up on the 4th, and maybe by the 6th, there's some sort of, recognition coming your way through any means of a small pay raise. Congratulations, a thank you, a pat on the back, job well done. You could be, thanking yourself, congratulating yourself if you completed a task that was outside of work. Also, too, you may be introduced to somebody new, and also, always a sign, love, workplace affairs or love attraction. The Magician, major arcana, two sides that I always read. First side is always, the most positive, and that's manifesting your wants and desires. What is it that you want, Scorpio, to occur or happen in your life, okay? Or have you been praying? Have you been doing mantras, affirmations on a daily basis, throwing that energy out there to the universe or whoever your higher source of energy is that you pray to? Of course, staying in alignment with that energy, leaving it alone, and then just, keeping the faith and having some sort of patience that whatever it is that you're desiring or wanting to occur or happen in your life will come to you eventually. The negative side of this Magician, I read it as an actual person. You still have to be careful of strangers around us, and that includes family members, friends, as well as romantic partners. It could be co-workers. These people are typically, whether it's subtle or not, into any forms of extraction, manipulating, and or controlling. You're smart enough to know the difference when someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes. So, this will make no difference for you this week. These people are always up to no good, all right? So just be careful and just use your best judgment. All right, so following the magician here, the Five of Swords is conflicting energies. It could be internal, external, something that you have to sort out. You can look at the Two of Swords as it follows the Five of Swords as, all right, so maybe there were some things going on here and you're trying to make a choice or a decision. You narrowed it down to two, but you still have to narrow that two down to one. All right, so I also read the Five of Swords as the type of energy where you have to be careful of, people who are, trying to mess with your head game, playing mind games and all that other stuff. And then you may hold or possess something that someone is envious of or jealous of, okay? All right, so that's the Five of Swords. Two of Swords is feeling like you're at a crossroad. Like I said, it could be seen or viewed as the reduction of having to deal with the Five of Swords energies. Now you narrowed that choice down to two, but you still have to make a decision here, Scorpio. So a little bit of anxiety. This is my same-sex loving energy, but there's a decision to be made. You have to make a decision. Could be also, too, that you're out and about and there's some sort of traveling involved, and you could be just rerouted because there's some sort of road construction, and, you get rerouted to a different, direction. All right, so following the Two of Swords, we're going to open up with the Two of Wands. So we didn't get any movement cards here, so this is what you're waiting for, who you're waiting for. Now, in this case, this is my only timing card, and I always assign 2 days or a 2-week period of time of whatever it is or whoever it is that you're waiting for may appear or come to you, right? So this could be, this is usually slow and stagnant energy, so things aren't moving fast enough. So it could be that this week, for some Scorpios that I'm reading for, is just gathering ideas, putting them together for something to do in the future, but you just aren't ready to execute because maybe you don't have all the necessary resources or materials to do so. Stagnant and stagnant energy for any Scorpio that I'm reading for in the relationship, if it's romantic, ain't moving fast enough for you. You could be waiting for something to arrive in the mail. You could be waiting for a phone call. All right. 2 days, 2-week period of time. Following the Two of Wands, now we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, of course, female energy, mother of all love, nurturing, caring, definitely supportive. She is very intuitive, so make sure that you are paying attention to your intuition this week. She's here to help guide you when there's choices and decisions to make that you're choosing what's going to be best for you in the long run. You could also be the Scorpio that I'm reading for that just, simply works in the capacity or the field of helping others. The Queen of Cups is in a line of cards that I always say, if it shows up in your spread, of course, the Queen represents love and relationships. You could be already receiving that love, that dedication, that devotion, commitments and stuff from family members, friends, romantic partners. She also, too, can form and bring together platonic friendships as well as romantic partnerships. All right, so following the Queen of Cups here, we have the Four of Pentacles. You see that he's holding a pentacle. But that's the pentacle. It could be something else that you're holding on too securely with Scorpio that needs to be released. Still could be a small pay raise, saving up for something greater. Okay. Following the Four of Pentacles here, now we have the Four of Swords. As I mentioned before, detaching your energies, maybe taking a day off from work, replenishing your energies, quieting your mind, doing something exclusively just for you and only you. Resting up, relaxing, replenishing, rejuvenating. On top of the Two of Wands, we have the Major Arcana, the Death card. Okay, so the Major Arcana, the Death card, doesn't physically mean death. It just means that there's some major thing happening or about to happen or occur with you, Scorpio, that's coming to an end. This is your own energy here, so it makes this reading that much more powerful in terms of, the energy. And I'm reading it more positive than anything. So whenever your card shows up here, it just gives you that extra All right, so there's something that needs to end. You know what it is, right? And the most simplest thing that I always assign to this Death card is just getting rid of clutter. Clearing up some spaces that sort of gather some clutter along the way. Could be in the home, could be in the office, whatever. Get rid of it. Something has to go, but you only know what it is. All right, so following the Death card, Major Arcana, now we have the Major Arcana, the Hermit. Hermit is almost like Hermit is almost like, yeah, the Four of Swords, okay? It's almost like you have to detach, want to spend some time alone. Solitude, I don't like to use that word, but solitude, just time away, just wanting to be by yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe during this period of time here, since it's only temporary, you could be just, wanting to spend a quiet moment by yourself, catching up, reading a book, could be meditation, could be doing some soul searching, whether it's heavy or not, I usually say this is the light at the end of the tunnel. If you do have to go in to do some soul searching about something that is pressing, then you want to come out with with a clear perspective and arrive at the answers that you need. Following the Major Arcana of the Hermit, now we have the World card. Okay, so there is a chapter almost similar to the Death card that mirrors over there to the Death card, Scorpio. There's something ending around you, okay, this week, and something new. It's the same thing. Something has to end here with the Death card. The World card, however, is referring to chapters. Some sort of chapter in your life is ending. A new chapter is about to begin. This is a card also too that represents opportunities that could be surfacing around you. They could be what you already know in terms of an opportunity, or what you don't know, what you can expect. This also too represents relationships. The last card is the Hierophant, so you have spiritual energy and protection. Notice that the last 4 cards are major arcanas. Wow. Serious energy. So we have 5 major arcanas in this spread. So the Hierophant is the messenger, but that is also too regarded as spiritual energy for me. So spiritual protection, teaching and learning, epiphanies, it could be spiritual healing, someone, getting married here, someone training on the job. You could be the Scorpio that's, possibly a university professor, or it could be a, school teacher, deliverer. Okay, but you have protection, spiritual energy of protection this entire week. All right. So throwing some additional cards here for you from a new deck that I received, Scorpio. And this looks a little too bad. I like this energy here. So let's see how it plays out for you guys this week. All right, so additional messages for Scorpio. I'm showing 3 cards here. These cards are very large. They will be placed on top of the cards that I have already discussed. So if you have difficulty seeing them at the end, you can always go back and revisit. Okay, what I've already said and shown. All right, additional messages here for Scorpio. First message here for you, Scorpio, is the early bird gets the worm. Strategize and be punctual. Put forth your best effort. Be on point. Next message is coming in here smelling like outside. Spiritual cleansing is necessary. Bathe with herbs to remove spiritual debris. Cleanliness attracts higher vibrations. The next message here for you is not one of your little friends. Honor and respect must be given to elders. Remember the sacrifices that your ancestors gave. All right, so this is what I have for you, Scorpio. Just me interpreting these cards. As always, take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You guys have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, Scorpio, and I'll talk to you real soon. Ciao.